friends, today I am making this 4x4 canvas for CanvasCorp. I received it from them. I'm part of the creative team for CanvasCorp brands, so I thought I'd make this canvas. And I have a few ideas. So I'm going to put some, I'm going to use it as a reverse canvas, and I'm going to put some gesso on it. I'm actually not going to put gesso, I'm going to put some modeling paste on it. So I'm going to grab some modeling paste and put it on. And then I'm going to use the sprays, Tattered Angel sprays, to give it some color. So I'm just going to put some modeling paste on because I want to hide the staples. And I want texture. I love texture. I love that this canvas is wrapped all the way around like this. So that is really cool. So I thought, what a great way to utilize this type of canvas, because it's just the way that it wraps right around. Absolutely love that. So I'm going to do that. So I'm just using some modeling paste to cover up the staples and to add some texture. So I'm going to try to make it a little thicker where the staples are. And then I'm also going to go on the inside edge. I'm going to grab like a whole bunch here. And I'm going to, if I need to cover up the rest with gesso, I will. And I thought I'd put the modeling paste on first this time. I've got to kind of get a way to do the edges here without using my fingers in here too much when I put my fingers in the inside. I'm just grabbing using my pinky to hold down my jar of gesso. This is a small jar. And then I'm just going to go around, add some texture. And then I'm going to heat tool that. And then I may need to add some gesso on the inside. Don't know. So, like that. I'm going to use the brush for adding some of this modeling paste on the inside here. Just because it's not getting everywhere where I want it. And I'm making it very textural. Just like that. What do you think? Crazy. I think it's really nice. I really love that this canvas wraps around so very well over. So I like that look. Make sure that it's all covered. Okay, I'll be back after it's dry. Partially dry here, and I have a few things. I have this back of a mold that I'm going to use just to spray some Tattered Angels on to pick up some color, because I want to use it. I have black stamp ink. I want to use this as a little ink pad. You might not need to have making a little pad. Okay, so this is not totally dry, but I want to get a little bit of the honeycomb effect, and I still want it to sink inside of the canvas, but it wasn't showing and it wasn't quite working the way I wanted to do it before. So dried it a little bit, and now I'm adding it just like this. Now I'm gonna add it to the outer edge as well. Spray more. Actually, this works really nice with the silicone as a stamp. I didn't need to have the padding of a towel, paper towel. Look at that. I didn't color the modeling paste yet, you will see what I'm up to. But I'm using this Tattered Angels as a stamp, as ink to stamp. So far, at this moment. And there we go. That worked really well. So now I have this gotten this received by CanvasCorpBrands in my package, my welcome package, and she kind of looks like a gardener. She's got the big hat, and I'm going with bees with this canvas here, so I'm not going to get too ahead of myself to give you guys away. I want the surprise to come. What's next? But she kind of looks like a gardener, or maybe even someone who handles bees. So I'm going to kind of play with that. Now, I have this stamp. It says Gardener Enterprise, or anyways, I need glasses, but the big words there. So I'm going to kind of stamp that on there with the black ink a little bit, and I'm not going to put a backing on it. I can put it on a block, but I'm just going to do it just because I don't need the full image stamped, and I am going to use archival ink to stamp my image. And all I really want is the top part, so I'm just going to use the 3 fingers on the top and kind of just push and hold it down, kind of almost out of screen here, and there we go. And that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to grab, I'll probably use just the corner just to add a little bit more interest to the side here, just like that. Add a little bit of the honeycomb. Just like that. And now I have this one prepared. So I'm going to add a little bit, use this color up a little bit more. Add a little bit of color. Now this ink won't smear. It'll be perfect. It's permanent ink, the archival ink. So it's going to pick that up really nicely, just like that. And it's got a nice honey color to it. Okay, just to let you know, I picked this up at CanvasCorp. I got it with my coupon, and it's a 7 Gypsies stamp. And you normally would put it on the back of a block, but I used the gardener stamp for just freely, just to make it just impression, a little piece of it, because I didn't need the whole sign. And this one is right there. I'm just going to show you the collection from the journey. The first spray that I use is Alaskan Salmon from Tattered Angels, and this is this kit right here, Calendar Mist Kit. And I'm going to still use this kit. I'm just going to put it to the side though, because I'm going to use another one, the Glimmer Mist, Sheer Mister Sprays, and that glimmers. I'm going to use this kit as well because I want to have the gray color here. So I'm just going to shake them back and forth while they're all in one pack, so then I don't have to, a little less work. Open them up. And these packs, this pack comes with a little starter kit of testing kit, just to show you guys. So it comes with a few papers, a canvas, and a couple of tags, which are right here, these little triangle shaped tags, just to let you know. I'll have the link below if you guys are interested in any of the Tattered Angel projects, any CanvasCorpBrands products. So now with this one, I was very interested in the more gray colors. So this one here is tarnished silver, and I want the gold. You guys still don't know what I'm up to. And now I also have this coffee, which I might mix with this red one here, which is called Rosy. And I want to kind of keep my them in the package, so I got to kind of separate them. So, letting this dry a little bit, I gessoed all this here. So I have some bees, and I mentioned that I wanted bees. So what I'm going to use this silver is, I want to make the stripes of my bees. I'm going to use a brush for that part. A teeny weeny brush. Be a little easier just to get. So you could use this product with a brush. Of course, I got a little bit too much on there. I might have to redo that. That's okay. And you can use it with the spray. I already used it as a stamp, or as ink for stamping. I'll have to redo my stripe, but that's okay. I'll just put the orange over top. In fact, I'm going to do the wings too. Do the whole bee. Do the whole bee. I was going to do the wings a lighter color, but I don't think it'll show, so I could put the lighter over top. It's got a really nice glimmer to it, which I like. I'm going to put it back on the paper. Got a really nice, real nice glimmer. I'm going to come down just a bit so you guys can see a little bit better. So it's really nice. I can use it with a brush too, and it's really thin, and it's got good coverage. Good. I like it. Now, I'm gonna let that dry. And I'm going to just grab a little bit and go on the edge here. I could ink the edges. I'm just going to use my Tattered Angels, the tarnished silver, to do my edges with my brush. There's not too much of products, different things coming into this project, but you can just do paper or whatever and different layers of paints and stuff, and you got yourself mixed media. So there's that. Put a little bit more in here. So I'm going to put this to the side, and I'm going to come in with this heart. Didn't expect that, did ya? So what I'm going to do with this is a really neat piece here. I'm just going to grab this heart, put it here. I gessoed this heart. It's a clay, air dry clay with over top of like an aluminum foil. And I'm going to start with the coffee shop and see how that works. I really like the way these sprays goes. I'm going to move my canvas so I don't get any mist on there. And I'm going to use this pad to turn it, because I don't need the back done, just need it done. This is gessoed. Now I'm going to grab the, gotta make sure I keep them all in the right area. I'm going to grab the Rosy. I might need to dry it a bit, but I'm not going to worry about too much yet. There we go. Now I'm going to dry it a bit. A little bit of gold. I wanted to put a little bit of the salmon, Alaskan salmon, but I'm going to just do a little squirt of the gold just to see. I really like that, because I want to tie it in. I might be too soon on the gold, but I really couldn't wait to try it. I wanted to tie it in with the canvas. I'm going to pull the canvas in let the heart dry for a few minutes and grab a couple of pieces of paper. I'm actually going to grab the paper towel. Piece of paper towel, and I'm going to spray the gold. I'm going to go a little bit further away and just spray the gold on. So I didn't have to cover too much. I like the naturalness of the canvas, but I really did want to cover the staples. Now I'm just going to get the inside a little bit more. I'm going to dry that out. Coverage to do on the beads. I didn't cover them too well with the silver, but I'm going to first add a little bit of stripes. So I'm just going to put a couple dots of the salmon down, and I'm just going to go across with the stripes. The bead. I think I like that better than what I first put the stripes of the silver on. Then I'm going to try to put some iridescent silver on the wings on top of this silver after I kind of get into my little edges where it's white still. So just want to get a little bit more of the honey color in there on the bee. And there he is. Cute. As he can be. As they can be. Cute. Okay. Tarnished silver is coming back out. I'm going to put a couple drops right here. I actually don't even need to do that, but just stick my brush back into the bottle again. I just want to get the white edges more. I'm going to put my fingers on the wings, and I like actually that I pulled some of the ink off. I really like that. So, but I want to put just some more on his face, some more on the edges of his feet. Gotta let that dry. I didn't dry them after. Just let them sit for a bit. And into the body parts. And that bee's much better. And now the iridescent silver. I'm going to rinse my brush out. Don't want to contaminate my colors. And it's kind of neat how you can just use them like this as well. So hopefully, I'm not sure how this one's going to work. I'm just kind of gently shaking them this way, back and forth, not making too many bubbles in there. And to get the mica powder stuck in the hose tube. So I'm just putting some of that in there. It's actually going to give a nice glitter, so it appears more iridescent. Is that the word? No. Yeah. Iridescent. So there's my bumblebees. So now you see my heart. You see my bumblebees. And I think you might be knowing where I'm going with the theme with this. Okay, I'm going to draw the third red I have, which is the primary red. And I'm just thinking this is not quite red enough. So I'm just going to add that. And it might be just a bit brighter than I want. And I think that is. Perfect. just a bit brighter. It looks quite orange on the video maybe, but it is nice and red. I'm going to dry it off. So I have this dried now, and I thought, well, I got a little bit of color here. I might want to add it to my card here and there. I'm grabbing my teeny brush and just kind of highlighting in a couple spots. It's not very much left over. May as well use it. And grab what I got. There we go. Just a little bit here and there. Doesn't hurt to soak it up. I can wet this after and probably use it again too. In fact, I will try that. I'll experiment it right now. I've got a little bit of water here, probably to reactivate it. And just to check. Yes, it reactivates. Plugged in for the next part of this project. And what I'm going to do now is bring my canvas over, kind of figure out which way I like it. It's still a little on the damp side too. I want to have my heart. I want to have my piece here like this, and I want to have my bees in there. So I am going to kind of bend this a little bit. Kind of figure it out and play with it. And then perhaps I'm bending it in the wrong place. Kind of want her to be there. Just a little bit like kind of like this, except for my heart the other way. And I have my bees kind of, oh, lost a leg, kind of around here, something like that. And so it's kind of a play with Be My Valentine, and that's where I'm going with it. I didn't want to put the words in there. I just thought it would be nice to have it kind of use your imagination to place them in there. So that's where I'm going with that. I have these little nails from the hardware store. They're very teeny weeny little nails, and I was thinking of putting them in. I know I cover the staples and I want nails sticking out. A little bit crazy, but I think I do want them in. So I gotta figure out what I want here. I'm going to put her this way, and see if my hot glue is ready. It may not be ready yet. It may be. I'm going to put some heat back here and see if it's ready. It might be too stiff yet. And I'm just kind of going with it. I didn't have really a plan on how I was going to put this, but it's just coming together. Just coming together for me. Like this. And now I'm going to stick a nail, oops, dropping it, stick a nail right here, just because I can. Now I gotta be careful, my camera's not too far up here, I don't want to knock you guys out. But I got a teeny little hammer that I use for such projects. And I might need a pair of pliers to hold my nail with my fingers. This nail is so small, my fingers can't hold it. Okay, I'm gonna go the opposite way. Probably need needle nose pliers, but could bend it a little straight. Just move it a little straight. And I got it underneath the pad, so I'm not shaking up the whole table too badly. But there it is, that. Now I'm going to do this side, and I'm probably going to do 2 nails on this side. I'm going to grab better pliers. better size. And I'm going to do 2 nails on this side. So I have 3 nails in. And I think that's going to look really nice. It's going to not show too much. It's going to show enough. This is going to be enough. I know it's going to be there. You guys are going to know it's going to be there. And when somebody looks into it with detail, they're going to notice that little touch. Like, what are nails doing in there? It's because we can. It gives it a little bit more of a decorative touch. And I'm going to throw a little bit of hot glue back there just to push her down. Anything that comes out of there, I can pull off later. Use a piece of card just to actually slip it back further, the glue. And there we go. Nice. I might put them in further. And there we go. It's pretty cute. I could put more nails in. That'll be something we have to kind of figure out. Put her in this way on a position for the heart. It's going to touch here, here, and down here. I'm going to need more glue stick to push down. And then get to position my heart. Got some time, and if you, oops, I'm out of frame. Got some time, and if you want to move it after that, you can heat it up with a little bit of the heat tool to move it around. So that's always good. To set the colors, I'm going to put a little bit of a spray sealer on it after I'm done. So this is how it's looking so far. I really like it. Now I gotta get the bees to the position that I want them in. And I like that the silver of the nails. I might darken them up with the tattered silver. I'm not sure if it'll even cover at all. I want to, before I put the bee on, I'm thinking I want to put a little touch of archival ink on my heart. A little honeycomb piece right. Oh, that third one didn't work. And there we go. Just want to show that it's a bit of a honeycomb. And place that on. Now I just got to figure out where I want it on the side here. And that's them. Just like that. Be my Valentine. So I'm just going to probably add a little bit more interest on the heart. I'm just going to put a little bit of the coffee, and I know it's going to kind of take away from the coffee shop. It's going to kind of, I discovered using this, it leaves kind of like a watercolor mark, but I'm going to go right over my inking area, and because it's on the movable paint, Tattered Angels, it'll move a little bit, but it's going to look nice. It's going to lighten up that harsh black. Don't really have like an in-between color, don't have any browns and inks. So you can use your paints, your existing paints, these ones that you're using, to alter, ink it up. Just going to put a little bit in the honeycomb area. And I did splash a little bit there, and that gives it a little bit of interest, so I'm going to do some more of that. Happy mistake. And gotta do the sides. And this is about our project. It's about done here, guys. I hope you like this. I found it really fun. I wanted to do something really different with just basically what I got. I didn't, of course, the modeling, air dry modeling clay. But look at how the product worked on there. Pretty good, I think. So it kind of shows you that. I'm going to dry it all off. I'm going to put a little bit of a sealer on it. I am now pretty much complete. I did want to add just a little bit of more of the tattered silver to add just a little more darkness to the legs of the bee. And I'm just going to make sure I don't have an overmount so it just leaks down onto what's underneath. But I just want to make it a little darker. Just going over and over once it's dry. If you go too much, you're going to be rubbing off what you had before. I noticed it's kind of like watercolor a bit, but at the same time, it is, I don't know how to explain it. Like if I had another color over top and it kind of pooled and moved the color, but if you just get it, you know, just not too much pooling on it, it works pretty good. Now any strings that you have on your projects, you could just use a little bit of the heat tool to get those to come off. That's what I'm going to do at the end here. And I didn't varnish it yet, but I just wanted to, I was like, oh, those legs could use a little bit of another shot of even this little head darkness. Those bees. I managed to color the whole thing up using the Tattered Angel sprays, glitter mists, and the different sprays. 3 different packages, and I'll show you those. So you guys, if you like the colors, you can know what I was playing with. And there we go. Very cute. I'm enjoying it. I love it. I'm very pleased. When I got my certificate to get what I needed, I really leaned towards getting the sprays because I knew you could do so much with them. So I'm very pleased on the sheen. I'm very pleased about how they cover, and they're kind of, you can play with them like a watercolor a bit too. So I like that. This is it. Dry. I'm going to put a bit of a varnish on them, or not a sealer. Anyways, I'm going to spray it, and very lightly so I don't pool it and move the color. Here is, oops, I don't have the backing on here. Here is this one as well. Kit comes with paper, and did I show you this one? This one and the other kit here, the other starter kit, both come with paper and little canvas. I think that's really nice to test it to see how it works. So just gonna, sorry guys for all the noise. I'm gonna show you, this is how the packaging looks. I might be in the wrong order of the paints, but this is the Glimmer Mist starter kit, and it's got, the starter kits have the canvases on the back and little tags and whatnot, and paper, scrapbooky paper to test it on. And I'm not usually this close. I think that's why I'm having issues with being in the, and so I really like that. And this is the color I used, and here is the coffee shop. I used the this silver, which is, oh, I forget, on the wings. It's a lighter silver. I also use a splatter of the coffee shop. I use the gold as well to go over top. And this color here, that's the honeycomb, again, was the salmon, Alaskan salmon, which is in the calendar mist kit. So that's this one. I also used the red for the last color of the heart to brighten it up a bit. This red was nice, but was just a little not bright. It was like a darker, more of a blood red. It was nice. This one is more of a purple, I don't know. But I really did like them. So this is the one that was really bright and I liked it. So I used all three of these kits to put this together with the colors here. And I really like it. And I hope you guys do too. So there's my Be My Valentine canvas. I am going to hot glue a little ribbon on there, or lace. Last but not least for this project, I do need to have a hanging device. I have some raffia and I do have some natural looking lace. Or yeah, I would call it lace. It could be whatever you want to call this. And I'm going to move you closer, and I'm going to attach it to the back to hang it. Another thing I suggest is to have a little rubber feet that you can buy at dollar store. You might be able to buy them at the craft store, and you just put them here and here. But because this is such a nice soft canvas and it's like thick, you might not have a problem with it being against the wall like that. So, but if you do, also the back is going to be a little bit raised, so it'll even it out with the little rubber silicone feet at the bottom. They're just so small, and they have like a little adhesive to them, and you can pick them up on almost anywhere. So I'm going to do a little bit of this, tying it up. I want to look farmy, natural, because she is somewhat a beekeeper there, and I want that look to keep throughout the whole thing. I want it to be natural, not all of a sudden like a piece of lace that's too, you know, that's going to be so pretty to hang up. And I thought it would be nice to have, I could have a piece of, you know what, I think that's too much, but you got choices, so that's really nice. And I'm just going to do the, this piece here, just like that. Turn it over. I did put a matte varnish on there, a spray matte varnish, and don't want to be shiny, want to be nice. And I'm going to put the raffia on here. I want to make sure it's not too twisted. I want it not to be just right on there, and make it look and sit just nice so it's not all wonky in the back. Easy enough project. You can even put a little bit of E6000 on the back of that as well, just to make sure. Which I think, oops, I will have to put this guy back on, which I think I will do. I knocked off my beautiful bee. How do I do that? Sometimes you might have to put a dot of hot glue and a dot of E6000. And I'm going to do that in the back here. I'm actually going to do that here too. Oh, it dried. If it comes off again, I will do that. And I'm just going to put a little dab of E6000 so that my project is not only just temporary, but really on there solid. And now I'm just going to push it down. I have lots of room to push it down. And if I had the little rubber feet on the bottom, it'll stick out just even on the back from the wall when you hang it. Hope you guys like this project and give it a try. Don't forget to craft like a duck, and I'll talk to you guys later.